Yes, I know this is not a perfect video, but I have a point to make, so don't go anywhere. Stay here for just a few minutes. I could have done this video in a better lighting than this, but then at this point, my light is not working. So that was enough reason for me to say that I'm not going to do this video, but I chose to do it anyway. And I'm doing this video in the idea that we need to stop giving excuses over things that we need to do. Excuses of how we are not enough, how we are not well equipped, how we are not well connected. Each and every one of us gives some excuses somewhere. And it's a high time that we stop giving the excuses. If I would have given that excuse of not doing this video because I don't have the right lighting, then this video would never have been done. And there is someone out there who could have missed this message, this encouraging message, to just do it. Just do what you have got to do. And I'm not saying you do it on purpose, that you have all that is required of you. You have everything to accomplish what you have to accomplish, but then you put it aside and just go at it blindly. Now, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if there is something that is lacking that you don't have, let that not be an excuse of you not going ahead and doing what you are meant to do, or what you should do, or what is a must for you to be doing. And I can give so many excuses, but then I would also want you to give me an excuse of someone who you've seen accomplishing things in life uh, with lack of resources. Some people doing things that they were not imagined to be doing because they were not in the best position for them to be doing so. But then they just went ahead and accomplished things that you could not have imagined. You know these people, you've seen them. This reminds me of one of the best poems I've read in life. It's written by Edgar Guest. It's called The Equipment. This poem goes like this: Figure it out for yourself, my lad. You've all that the greatest of men have had: two arms, two hands, two legs, two eyes, and a mind to use if you'd be wise. With this equipment, they all began. So start for the top and say, I can. And I know I've messed a bit on that poem. You can look it up. Edgar Guest, The Equipment. I've messed it a bit. But then, this still adds to the point of you don't have to not do things because you're lacking something. I've seen so many people who could have been accomplishing great things, but then they give the excuse of they didn't have the right education. Now, go ahead and get the education. There are people who say that I was born in the wrong planet, or not really, but then there are those who say that I was born on the wrong continent. So that's why they are not chasing what they should be chasing. There are those who say that I was born the wrong gender. So the dreams that I have, I can't achieve them with the gender that I'm born in. Find that balance. I mean, there's so much. And going back to the poem that I just gave on equipment, it talks about having hands and legs and accomplishing things. And if those people who had the arms and legs accomplished them, then you also can. And I like giving that poem when I am at a place where I'm in giving a talk, inspiring people, motivating people. And I tell them, there's a great man walking on this planet. Actually, not really walking because he doesn't have legs and he doesn't have hands, but he's making great changes on this planet. And I love this man. His name is known as Nick Vujicic. He was born without arms, without legs. He's been to more countries than you can you can think of. I mean, I cannot imagine how many countries he's been on. He's talked to presidents and CEOs. He's invited to big rooms to talk to big people, even without legs and arms. And someone without legs and arms, or even maybe one arm. I've seen someone with one arm begging on the street. Not one, so many people, just because someone is lacking an arm, or maybe is lacking one leg. Now, let me not stretch this further. Look at that excuses that you've been using and stop using it and go for that thing which you should achieve. Now, this video has been dark, but the message is home. Use this message to accomplish that thing that you need to be accomplishing in your life, for yourself, for your family, for your society, for your country, and for this planet. This is your friend, Anthony Mwerore, and I remind you to be good for good. That's my slogan, and that's my book. Anyway, I've written a book known as Be Good for Good. You can search for it on Google and buy it and leave a review there. That's it for now. See you in the next video. Hopefully I'll be better placed with better light, and a lot of better things. But before then, we've got to do what we've got to do with what we've got. Bye.